Good morning, student. We are learning the lesson number second, lesson number 3, Delhi Sultanate. And in this chapter, I have explained to you the slave dynasty, the Qutbuddin Aibak who sat on the throne 1206 to 1210, and it means the slave dynasty has ruled 1206 to 1290. There, I have explained you afterwards his son-in-law Iltutmish. He sat on the throne, and he have started so different kinds of the reformation in his society and his empire, like the Chehalgani system, Ikta system. Okay, this Ikta system, Chalisa or Chehalgani, and he also have protect his boundaries and his empire from the Mongol attack. So in this way, he also introduced the silver coins called the tankas and the copper coins jintals. Afterwards, when I explained to you about her, his daughter Rajia Sultan, who reigned 1236 to 1239, she was one of the brave lady. Okay, so afterwards I have explained to you Ghiyasuddin Balban. He also one of the great slave, and he also have followed the policy of iron and blood and iron policy. Okay, so afterwards when there is the starting of the Khalji dynasty. Now there is the chart, and in this chart you can understand, this is explaining you the major dynasties of Delhi Sultanate and from which year to which for how many years they sat on the throne. First of all, the early Turkish ruler, or we can understand the slave dynasty here, Qutbuddin Aibak, Shamsuddin Iltutmish, Raji and Ghiyasuddin Balban. This we have learned, and 1206 to 1290 they sat on the throne. Afterwards, when Khalji dynasty, okay, Khalji, that is the Jalaluddin Khalji and Alauddin Khalji, they were the brave ruler and the empire in this dynasty. Then we can understand Tughlaq dynasty. Third one is the Tughlaq after Khalji. First is the slave dynasty, then slave also known as the Mamluk. This also I have explained to you. Then Khalji dynasty and then Tughlaq dynasty. In Tughlaq dynasty there were different rulers like the Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, Muhammad Tughlaq and Firoz Shah Tughlaq. They all were the great reformers. Now we further topic we'll study about them. So they sat on the throne 1312 1322 1414. Then Sayan dynasty. In Sayan dynasty we are having a different ruler like the Khizr Khan, then Mubarak Shah and Muhammad Shah, and they sat on the throne 1414 to 1451. Then last one, the Lodi dynasty. Lodi, Ibrahim Lodi, Sikandar Lodi, and first one is the Behlol Lodi, then Sikandar Lodi, and then Ibrahim Lodi. So for 1451 to 1526 they sat on the throne. 1526 is it is the ending. It means we can say it was the ending period of the Delhi Sultanate and starting of the Mughal Empire. Because in 1526 what happened, you will study, you will learn in the next topic. Now student, just I have explained to you the Mamluk, it means the slave dynasty. There I have explained to you all these three parts: Qutbuddin Aibak, Shamsuddin Iltutmish and Rajia Sultan Ghiyasuddin Balban. In the first of the video I have explained to you all the things. Now today I am going to explain the Khalji dynasty. It means that is the most of the power and the brave ruler or more impressive ruler of the Khalji dynasty was Alauddin Khalji. So today we are going to learn about Alauddin Khalji. Let's see. Alauddin Khalji, he sat on the throne 1296. It means Khalji dynasty the reigned, that is the these many years, and most of the Alauddin Khalji, he sat on the throne 1296 to 1306. In it means Khalji dynasty remained 1290 to 320. After his only 320. Okay. Now Alauddin Khalji's reign known as the great reformer in the Delhi Sultanate period, and he is known as the second Alexander or Sikandar Esani. He is best known for. He have done so many reformation. First of all, he have conquered the Gujarat, Malwa, Rajasthan, Devagiri. Those were ruled by Yadavas, Warangal and Dawara Samudra. Okay. So in this way he have control over all these places. Afterward he have tackled the Mongols. This name already is coming. Okay, Mongol, those who are continuously attacking, trying to attack on the Indian, mostly the northern and the western parts, and that's why it was a big problem for all the Delhi Sultanate rulers. So he have done lots of work to stop, to make them stop from the any kinds of the frontier attack from the western and eastern from northern side. Afterwards he have done so many measures to prevent rebellions and restricting the intermixing of nobles. It means he have done it means rebellions means those who are going to revolt, those who are going against you. So he have first won the trust of all the rebellions. So he have done lots of reformation for them. Then also he have started the revenue collection. So student, whatever the nowadays we are using the taxes, okay, the revenue collections, it was mainly depending, or the person is giving the attention, this is Alauddin Khalji only. Okay, so that's why whatever the in the market also, now you are going to learn market control, whatever the nowadays we are using these kinds of policies, that has been started by the Alauddin Khalji. So student, you have to learn about the Alauddin Khalji. That's the main important point. Alauddin Khalji known is the best reformation in the market as well as the agricultural field. Okay, so what he have done, he have started so many reformation on the market, like he has just fixed the prices for all the commodities. Separate market were established under the market. It means, so he have started different kinds of the market for each kinds of the things. So superintendent and Shahnaz. Okay, so superintendent Shahnaz, who were the observer or observation of the all kinds of the markets. There were the three kinds of the market. First for the food grains, second one is the costly cloths, and one for the slabs, horses and the cattle. So different markets were there. One market we can get only the food grains, another we can get the costly cloths, and third one where we can buy the slave and horses and the cattle. You know, just in the first video also I have explained to you. And that market, the persons were selling as a, they were known as a slaves. Okay, जिसे हम क्या बोलते हैं, गुलाम बोलते हैं. Okay, the person was, so Qutbuddin Aibak, Iltutmish, they all were the slave. Okay, now afterward he has done the most great reformation in the his army also, that is known as the Hulia. According to Hulia, there were different kinds of the record of the all kinds of soldiers were there, and he also started cavalry. It means Dag system. Dag was branding of the horses. So he have done the Hulia system also, Dag system also. It was a different kinds of reformation for the army as well as in the horse cattle also. And he also have started the spy system. It means to keep observation of his army and any kinds of the attacks and other kinds of the things. So in this way, Alauddin Khalji known as the best reformation in the field of the army, in the field of horses, it means the cavalry systems, in the tackling all the rebellions or prevent all kinds of the attack from the Mongols. He also have been known as the best reformation, especially the market. What he had put the different prices for different markets, and he separated different market for different things. Okay, so in this way we can understand, student, what is the meaning of the Hulia. It is the introduction, it is the one kinds of the record for the army, and the Dag is the record for the horses. Okay, so it is about the Alauddin Khalji. So student, in this way you can understand today what we have learned till now. What we have learned till now, we have learned about the slave dynasty, and this from this chart you can understand, first of all, the slave dynasty or the Mamluks, they have ruled over 1206 to 1290. Then Khalji dynasty, they rule over 1290 to 1320. Then next video you will study about Tughlaq and Shahi dynasty and the Lodi dynasty. I have explained to you 1526 is the last year of the ending of the Delhi Sultanate and starting of the Mughal period. Okay, starting of the Mughal period. So friend, today you can go through nicely and you can get more and more knowledge about the Alauddin Khalji. It is how he was famous for all kinds of reformation in their Delhi Sultanate period, and why he is known as the Sikandar-e-Sani, and why the different kinds of reformation he not only have done in the market but also in the field of army places also. Okay, so friends, so thank you and have a nice